They are imprisoned and they are under torture and they are kept in solitary confinement and they are totally separated from the outside world and they do not know what goes on in the outside world. Not only are they under torture, but under torture, according to their own admission, 4 people have been killed. And
I want to just try a different form of translation because I think we're having a little trouble hearing the translator over Akbar Ganji. So let's do it one at a time, just sentence by sentence.
اینها تعداد زیادی از افرادی که بازداشت کردن در زندان‌ها شکنجهشون کردن.
Many of the detainees have been tortured in prison.
و این زندانیان بنابر اعترافاتی که خودشون کردن 4 نفرشون زیر شکنجه به شهادت رسیدن.
And 4 of the detainees have been martyred under torture.
و الان روشن شده که به جوانها اهم از خانم‌ها و آقایون تجاوز جنسی کردن.
Now it is known, it has been leaked, that men and women have been raped violently under torture in prison.
شیوه این نظام اینه که موقعی که شما رو میبره تو زندان تو سلول انفرادی شکنجه میکنه تا شما بپذیرید اون حرفایی که اونا دوست دارن شما بیاد بیان بکنید.
This is the modus operandi of the regime. They take you into prison and they put pressure on you until you break and you confess to whatever they want you to confess to.
چیزی که الان خامنه‌ای میخواد اینه که بگه اینا به پشتیبانی آمریکا، انگلیس و فرانسه تو ایران میخواستن انقلاب مخملی بکنن.
What Khamenei demands now is for them to confess, the detainees to confess that they have been after a velvet revolution instigated by the United States.
و اینها رو شکنجه میکنن که بیان تو دادگاه همین حرفا رو بزنن.
And they are under torture to come and admit to such a crime in the court.
اما واقعی مطلب اینه که این کسانی که بازداشت شدن تو زندان هستن اینا کسانی بودن که تو 30 سال گذشته تو جمهوری اسلامی بالاترین مقامات رو داشتن.
The truth of the matter, however, is that the detainees, those who are imprisoned, have held high positions in the Islamic Republic over the past 30 years.
بعضی از این افراد از بالاترین مسئولیت‌های امنیتی رو تو جمهوری اسلامی داشتن و تو وزارت اطلاعات بودن.
Some of them were senior members of the intelligence ministry and held important security and intelligence posts in the regime.
این رژیمی که 30 ساله در درون خودش تصفیه میکنه.
This is the regime that keeps cleansing itself and purging parts of itself decade after decade.
در هر مرحله یه عده رو تصفیه کرده ریخته بیرون. الان نوبت اصلاح طلبانه که به طور مطلق باید از ساختار سیاسی حذف بشن.
Now it's the turn for the reformists to be totally purged out of the system.
حتی کار این دور داره به هاشمی رفسنجانی میکشه.
Even Hashemi Rafsanjani is now threatened.
20 سال پیش هاشمی رفسنجانی با یه دروغ آقای خامنه‌ای رو کرد رهبر.
20 years ago, Hashemi Rafsanjani told a lie and made Mr. Khamenei into the leader of the country.
موقعی که آقای خمینی مرد مجلس خبرگان تشکیل شد همه رفته بودن تو کما نمیدونستن چیکار باید بکنن.
After Mr. Khomeini passed away, the assembly of experts was in a coma, was comatose.
حتی نگران بودن که عراق یا آمریکا به ایران حمله بکنه و همه چی از بین بره.
They were not sure whether the United States or Iraq would launch another attack and destroy everything.
هاشمی رفسنجانی در مجلس خبرگان به همه این روحانیون که ترسیدن گفتش که آقای خمینی با 2 واسطه نقل کرد. نگفت خودم شنیدم. گفت آقای شبستری از آقای طاهری شنیده که امام گفته که آقای خامنه‌ای به رهبری خوبه.
At the time, Mr. Rafsanjani convinced the assembly of experts who were terrified at the time that he had heard through 2 intermediaries that Mr. Khomeini had said Khamenei is appropriate for leadership.
هر کی قبول داره بلند شه.
And whoever accepts this should rise.
همه بلند شدن و خامنه‌ای شد رهبر.
And everybody rose and Khamenei became the leader.
Let's bring this back to the present Akbar Ganji. What are you calling for? You, along with several other Iranian intellectuals, have sent a letter to the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights. You're very clear in the letter that this is not a call for economic sanctions. This is something that some right-wing politicians in the U.S. continue to call for. It's also not a call for military intervention. But what are you calling for?
من بارها گفتم و فکر میکنم عموم روشنفکران ایرانی به این اعتقاد دارن که ما به طور مطلق با حمله نظامی مخالفیم.
I have repeated this several times and a large number of Iranian intellectuals concur on this, that we disagree with a military with military
تحریم
action.
اقتصادی هم مخالفیم.
We also oppose economic sanctions.
تحریم اقتصادی صدامو ضعیف نکرد، صدامو قوی کرد، ولی مردم عراقو نابود کرد.
Economic sanctions did not weaken Saddam. They weakened the Iraqi people.
ما دو تا درخواست داشتیم.
We have two major requests.
در اعتصاب غذا درخواست ما این بود که دبیرکل سازمان ملل نماینده بفرسته ایران.
In the hunger strike that we held, our request was for the Secretary General of the UN to send an envoy to Iran to visit prisons and to meet with prisoners
و آزادی همه زندانیان سیاسی عقیدتی.
and to ask for the release of all prisoners of conscience.
کمپینی که الان شروع کردیم کمپین جنایت علیه بشریته.
The new campaign that we have launched is against crimes against humanity.
دیوان بین‌المللی کیفری لاهه
The International Criminal Court
به جنایت علیه بشریت رسیدگی میکنه.
Considers crimes against humanity.
و ما معتقدیم که رهبران ایران این جنایت علیه بشریت در ایران صورت دادن.
And it is our belief and our suggestion that the leaders of the Islamic Republic
ما به جهان غرب
have
میگیم
perpetrated crimes against humanity.
ما به جهان غرب میگیم و به شورای امنیت میگیم شما میخواید با این رژیم برخورد کنید، اگر حمله نظامی بکنید و یا تحریم اقتصادی بکنید ایران و ایرانی‌ها از بین
What we
میرن.
are suggesting to the West and to the United Nations is that if you launch an attack on Iran and if you enforce military sanctions, this will destroy the Iranian people.
شما نباید مردم ایران رو مجازات کنید، باید رژیم ایران رو مجازات کنید.
Why would you punish the Iranian people? You should not punish the Iranian people. Punish the Iranian regime, rather.
هر کسی که تو سرکوب مردم ایران نقش داشته و به تبع خود علی خامنه‌ای نقش اصلی داشته، اینها باید به جرم جنایت علیه بشریت مجازات بشن.
Whoever has taken part in oppressing and suppressing the Iranian people, including and especially Ali Khamenei, should be prosecuted for crimes against humanity.
Even though Ahmadinejad has been sworn in to another term, do you think the opposition movement will continue to grow? Do you think it has changed Iran forever? And will Mousavi remain the head of this movement?
ببینید آقای موسوی، کروبی، خاتمی
Mr. Karoubi,
اینا
Mousavi,
وایسادن.
Khatami, so far they have resisted and they have stood up.
و هیچ کدام از گروه‌های اصلاح طلب این دولت به رسمیت نشناختن.
So far they have stood their ground and none of the reformist groups has accepted this illegitimate government.
مردم از هر فرصتی دارن استفاده میکنن برای ابراز مخالفت
And the
خودشون.
people are resorting to every means to express their dissent
من
and their
یک مثالی
protest.
برای شما میزنم که جالبه.
Allow me to present an example here.
دولت لهستان خودش رو دولت پرولتاریا معرفی میکرد.
The government in Poland presented itself as the representative of the proletariat.
اما پرولتاریا علیه اونها انقلاب کرد.
However, the proletariat rose against them.
دولت ایران میگه من دولت دینی ام.
The Iranian government claims to be a religious state.
مردمی
government.
که الان جلوی این دولت ایستادن از تمام این نمادهای دینی استفاده میکنن.
The people who have stood up against it take advantage of all religious symbols and icons against it.
We will have to leave it there. I thank you very much. Akbar Ganji, Iranian dissident, investigative journalist, was imprisoned himself in 2001, now staged a hunger strike here in New York, leading the opposition outside the country against the Ahmadinejad government. And that does it for our broadcast. A very happy birthday to Anjali Kamat. Happy birthday, Anjali. And to Sharif Abdel-Qaddus and to Nicole Martin. Democracy Now! Is produced by Mike Burke, Sharif Abdel-Qaddus, Armata, Anjali Kamat, Steve Martinez, Nicole Salazar, Hani Masood, Rabbi Karen, Mike DeFilippo, Miguel Noguera, our engineers. I'm Amy Goodman with the birthday girl, Anjali Kamat. Thanks for joining us.